This is Abdullah Kashmullah, class CIS 113, database management using SQL, and this is week 9 assignment, which is understanding and implementing the keys on our tables. First, I needed to modify the IDs, which is where I'm going to put my keys into a varchar, because we're going to use alphanumeric keys, and I used numbers before, so I had to change everything into varchar, and so that I can enter characters and numbers in my keys. And then I added the primary keys to each one of the table. That's the first thing I do, which is adding the primary keys. Then I start distributing the primary key to see which tables that has foreign key. And in this case, I added the primary key to my season table, which is the game ID, and I have the team ID, and I have the player ID too. And then I started adding the foreign keys to the other table, which I have it in the players table. I have the team ID, which is going to be a foreign key. I added the primary key and the foreign key at the same time. And the statistics, I had the player ID, team ID, and game ID all together. I did not add a primary key, since these three keys are going to be forming my primary key. So there is no need to add a key, because if I need the statistics for a player, I can just have the player ID, the team ID, and the game ID. However, what I needed to add was, it's not here, I needed to add the game date for the season table. This case, I can use the date range to get one season, so that I can get the total statistics for one of the players, because since I'm using it in the game ID, I'm not using consecutive numbering, so it's not going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be any other number depending on the game. If I'm going to use home or away, or the season or the year in the ID, so I'm not going to be able to get the range for one season. In this case, I can use the date to get the range of games in specific season, so that I can get the totals for one player, or the total statistics for one player, instead of getting one statistic and having to add them individually, and to get the total number of statistics for this season.